What's going on, ABL fans? Welcome to Baseball Daily. My name's CJ Doorn. Today we're going to be doing a special interview with CJ Beatty, former Brisbane Bandit, now pro scout, motivational speaker, coach. This guy does it all. He's a rapper too. So let's get into this interview right now. CJ, what's going on, man?
Man, nothing much, man. You know, chilling. That's how I do.
That's all right, man. That's awesome, dude. Well, for the viewers that don't really know who you are, so a lot of them are going to know who you are and all that sort of stuff, but for the guys who don't know who you are, man, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background in baseball.
Man, first off, I think I was the best league player in the world back in the day, just because I could only run the right way. I think that's what I did, just run the right way in T-ball. But, man, I got drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals back in 2009. After playing with them, I played a little bit in the band. From there, I got the opportunity. I went to Australia, play for one of the best teams, if not, not one of the best, the freaking best team in the ABL. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Played with the Brisbane Bandits back in 2012 and came back to play in 2014 when I was a member of the Chicago White Sox organization. It's just I had a tremendous time out there in Brisbane, and the fan base and just ABL fans in general, man. It's a different breed. It's different from America. They really get behind it, and you can feel the energy. It's more intimate, and I really love my time there in Brisbane.
Man, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So you've been blessed to play baseball all over the world, man. So what are some of the favorite places that you've been to besides Australia?
Oh man, I got an opportunity to go to the Dominican.
Yep.
Play there and coach. Also, Switzerland. Switzerland over there, man. It was some good chocolate and fondue, but I had a great time over there as well. Canada. Those are the places.
How was Switzerland, man? I've never. European ball is getting a little bigger out there, so it's actually pretty cool.
It is. It's slowly growing, but it's growing. It's baseball's one of those things that has the interest out there, and they're teaming up with like France and getting a lot of coaches clinics to come on over and things like that, and it's good to be a part of that trend that's growing over there for baseball. So I'm just glad my brand TBM is cemented over there.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome for just baseball in general. We really need that sort of stuff. Just baseball should be taking over the world, man. We got to be like soccer pretty much and just be everywhere, So that's the way I see it. Hopefully we can get there one. But anyway, so you spent 2 seasons for the Bandits, right?
Yes.
What were some of your more memorable experiences playing for them?
Man, I tell you what, playing for Big Dave, playing for Dave, man.
Yep.
You get a chance to play with an iconic coach. Play for an iconic coach. It's like, man, what? I get the chance to do. Is that him? That's him right there. Wow. And that was one memorable thing that I got the opportunity of doing. Even playing for when I got a chance to play for KJ, in 2012.
Yep.
Coach KJ was there, and I got a chance to play with him. But one of the memorable moments that I loved to do was playing club ball leading up to playing for the Bandits, because everybody on the Bandits has their respected club teams that they play for, and I just thought that was unique.
Yep.
How everybody competed against each other, and blood, sweat, and tears on the field, came together afterwards for a good time at the pub, and next thing you know, it's like we're playing for the Bandits together. It's like, man, what is that? It's like superheroes come together, and I was like, what in the world? This is beautiful.
Do you remember the club ball team that you played for?
Yeah, man, I came out there. I didn't come out there initially in 2012 to play specifically for the Bandits. Man, the Redland Rays invited me to come out. And me and my buddy Adam Gordon got the opportunity to come play for the Redland Rays, and the Brisbane Bandits saw us out there competing in club ball and said, hey, man, if the schedule's matching, we would love to have you come and help us out on the Bandits. And that was how I got started playing there. And
those club ball teams are definitely the feeder system for the ABL, man. It's awesome. It's a really great thing that they actually got going out there, and I feel like that America could kind of use that system to, kind of grow their baseball instead of just playing high school. Having guys that are wanting to play all the time. I feel like that could benefit for us. What do you think about that?
You're growing up through the system, and I play for this travel ball team. I play for this showcase team. But, every time I tell people about the difference in ABL versus America, it is. I mean, they are really playing for their club, and it's like they're out there willing to risk it all. It seems like it's like, man, I'm out here for real, competing my butt off for my club, and that right there brings a different dynamic to the game, and that's what I love. I love the feeling.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you played in Brisbane, but what were some of the other favorite cities that you went to? Did you ever go and play road trips and all that sort of stuff? And what was the other favorite spots that you got to go to?
Adelaide, man.
Yep.
I tell you what, hitting in Adelaide was like my favorite. That was my favorite field to play on, man. If you get it up good, sound the alarm, baby. I'm going deep.
That's it, man. That's it, man. You dropped a few bombs in the ABL, that's for sure, dude. It's a nice league to hit in.
Yeah, for sure.
So, how would you compare? Like you mentioned it before, but how would you compare the ABL to some of the other leagues that are around the world? Even in America, you can talk about other leagues too that you've been to, but how would you compare them to?
And it's tough. And what makes the ABL a tough league is any given day you could be facing a big leaguer. You could be facing a former big leaguer, and then you can be also facing a guy that has just been carving up the ranks of club ball, that has developed his niche, that gets people out. It's a variety of talent, but man, it's just so many guys there that are hungry, and it makes it no easy place to play ball, because you got somebody coming for your spot. You got some ex-big leaguer pitching to you. I mean, Koo pitched against us in Sydney. We had Chris Ox pitching for us against in Sydney. I mean, back in the day, man, you facing former big leaguers. These are guys that got big league times in that. So I don't care how old you are. If you're 16, you get a chance to face a big leaguer.
Yep.
And that's what the ABL brings, man.
Yep. They really like pushing their young guys through that systems too, man. So it's good for their development in the league. So facing those big league guys, I think is really good for them.
Yeah.
So you mentioned some guys that you played against. Who would be? It could be in any league, but who would be like the biggest guy that you played against? It could be any league that you played in.
Ooh, I would say Chris Archer.
Yep.
Chris Archer, the pitcher for the Pirates now. Is a good friend of mine, but growing up, he dominated it. I mean, you see where he ended up. I mean, this guy right here, Chris Archer, I give kudos to him. One of the toughest pitchers that I faced. Electric arm, gets out of his hand pretty quick, very athletic. And then he has this curveball that just is a spike curveball that's just so hard. But I would give that to Chris Archer.
Yeah, man, he's a stud for sure, and I expect big things from him this coming season. Man, I guarantee you he's working hard this offseason for sure. All right, let's go. I got 2 more questions for you, dude. So, could you give me your top 5 things young players should be doing to get noticed by scouts, high school, all that sort of stuff? Give me top 5 things of what they should be doing.
Well, let me so it won't be in any particular order. I'll give you 5. I'll say that they need to become students of the game. That's 1. Become students of the game, wanting to really research their swing, research pitching mechanics, research infield. Just become a full student of the game will help elevate your game. That's 1. Another one that I would say is get into some type of program for weight training, speed and acceleration. Speed and acceleration is key. You need to get bigger, stronger, faster. That's what everybody's goal is.
Yep. Bigger,
stronger, faster. The next thing that you need to do is figure out a system of how to work out. Like during the week. Try to figure out, how am I getting better during the week? What facility am I going to? What program am I in? What lessons am I getting? You got to have a system during the week. You got to have it. Another thing that's important is watch out who you're hanging around. Everybody wants to be great and get better, but if you're hanging around toxic people, negative people, they could be hindering you from getting to your dreams and goals. If you don't have that together, that's going to be Very, very important. And then the last thing that I would say is the most important, you got to continue to dream. So it's going to get tough. You're playing a sport that's tough. Arguably, I think it's the toughest sport in the world. It's a lot of failure in baseball. But if you believe the failure and don't believe that you can be better, those dreams will stop. Never stop dreaming. Your dreams is what's going to propel you to be better. Your dreams is what's going to propel you to get out of that bed and take some extra swings. Your dreams are in place to continue to keep you going. So I think the best and number one thing is continue to dream. Dream unrealistic. Keep dreaming, and that's what's going to push you towards your dreams and goals.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's great for the kids, man. We're trying to grow baseball in Australia. It's getting there, and having guys like yourself promoting the game, it's benefiting everybody for sure. But my last thing, man, plug yourself. What do you got? What do you got coming up? You got any music dropping? Any events you're doing? What's going on with you?
Oh man, like I said when I first got on the phone, I'm everywhere, big man. I'm actually in Columbia, Maryland, in the United States right now, hashing out a partnership with Baseball Factory and Softball Factory. So, but I'm everywhere, man. Some more music's coming out. We got music videos coming out. So if you're listening to this and you're like, music videos, he raps? Yeah, I rap too. So get on YouTube, type my name in, check out some of the baseball music videos that I've put out there. They're a hit in the United States. They're hit all over. I got a nice size following in Australia right now that's growing with the baseball music, and just check it out, man. And I'm just all things baseball. I'm all things baseball. I'm all things softball, and also all things motivation. So if you're a person that's looking for more motivation, come on out. Find me on Instagram at CJ Beatty 44. Check the website out at cjbeatty.com. And as always, I wanted to end by saying, go Bandits.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Thanks, dude. Like I said, I'll have all that descriptions going on for you. We'll put it all in there. That way everybody can get your stuff for you. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, dude, and have a good one, man.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for having me.
All right, brother, man. You have a good one.